Nick, student hunger can easily fly under the radar, but it does exist on this campus. According to Forever Red and the Full Circle Food Pantry, 36% of students do not know where their next meal is coming from. I'm here in my hometown of Fort Smith, a city known for its connections to the True Grit films and the Wild Wild West. And while I heard many stories of hanging judges and cowboys growing up, one unlikely story of a United States Deputy Marshal stands out among the rest. Here outside of the Jim and Joyce Faulkner Performing Arts Center, it is cold and quiet. But inside, guests can stay warm while listening to music composed by women, performed by women, and meant to recognize, yes, you guessed it, women. Brendan, I'm standing in the Union's Connection Lounge with the Alzheimer's Memory Wall right behind me. After reading some of these posts and talking with some students, I realized that the wall creates a sense of community, helping those who lost a loved one to realize they aren't alone. That's right, Caroline. The Alternative Placement Adolescent Center will take in boys from 13 to 17 years old who need a place to stay. In many cases, the boys want to live somewhere else because of financial or safety issues at home. Tristan, students can now find BHO on the second floor of the Arkansas Student Union if they're looking for business attire. As a matter of fact, this suit jacket that I'm wearing tonight is from Boss Hog Outfitters, and if I do say so myself, I look pretty good. That's right, Caroline. After a photo of one man in blackface and another dressed in KKK robes appeared in the 1984 yearbook of the Democratic governor of Virginia, a new phenomenon emerged: yearbook digging. Similar images were found at colleges like George Washington, Maryland, and North Carolina University. The University of Arkansas now joins that list. This photo can be found on page 305 of the 1967 Razorback Yearbook. It shows 4 students from the engineering fraternity Theta Tau putting on a skit and apparently wearing blackface. But the controversy of this yearbook goes beyond the students of Theta Tau like the ones on this page. Many other photos or captions can be seen as racist, sexist, or fat-shaming. This caption reads, "Fatty, fatty 2x4 couldn't get through the bathroom door." On page 143, a remark on 2 black women dancing and a picture of a crude ice sculpture. Turn the page, a joke about black people moving to the front of the bus.
It's not funny. You should know that it's not funny. And no matter how many times somebody slaps you on the back and say, "Oh, I have a sense of humor." You know, you're saying, "I don't get you at all." And worse than that, I don't want to get you.
Professor Gerald Jordan worked on the sports section of that 1967 yearbook.
I didn't know what was going on until the book came out and I saw it and went, "Oh my God, here we go."
After a career in journalism, Jordan returned to the U of A in 1995 to start teaching.
I would like to think that we've grown and that we've matured. I don't know. Every now and then there's evidence that we're still, learning.
In the 1982 Razorback Yearbook, some costume choices raise further questions. Just like yearbooks document controversies of the past for members of older generations, social media posts can come back to haunt members of younger generations. Last year, a UA student wearing blackface sent out a Snapchat with text that read, "I hope this offends someone." That student no longer attends the U of A. Reporting live for UATV, I'm Drew Smith. Soldiers, Song and Voices began working with the Veterans Hospital 3 years ago. Since then, many members of the music group learned much more than how to hold a tune.
In my head.
Jim Hale started writing poetry as part of his recovery at the local VA hospital. Then he heard about a veterans music group, Soldier, Songs and Voices.
All my early songs were a little bit dark.
Many people believe PTSD is incurable, but Hale learned to fight back through song.
Part of my illness is isolation, and so I play and sing in front of people. And I'm on TV right now. So it kind of breaks that bubble and gets people out there, and practicing at home is one thing, but when you play with other people, magic happens.
Now they taught me at the VA, the trick I'd say is great. I don't like pills or dental drills, so I learned to meditate.
Other veterans can follow in Hale's footsteps by taking free lessons on Tuesday afternoons. If a veteran attends 8 lessons, Soldier Songs and Voices gives them a guitar.
And it works really well with recovery programs at the hospital. It feeds the soul while the body recovers.
It is our hero, help us survive.
To raise money for more guitars, Soldier Songs and Voices will host their first house concert this Saturday.
We put soul into this, so audiences who come are going to feel something. I can guarantee they're going to feel the heart.
Multiple members of Soldier Songs and Voices Northwest Arkansas recently won National Veterans Creative Arts Awards for their writing. Hale won a couple of awards in the past for his poetry, but this year he took home the blue ribbon for one of his songs. Reporting live for UATV, I'm Drew Smith. Helping those who lost a loved one to realize they aren't alone. Alzheimer's disease ranks as the 6th leading cause of death in the United States. 1 in 3 seniors die due to Alzheimer's or another form of dementia. To put that statistic in perspective, the disease kills more people than breast cancer and prostate cancer combined. Hogs End Alls put up this wall on Monday. Since then, many students and faculty members posted memories and short biographies of their lost loved ones.
I wrote this for my grandmother, Pat Lang. As she began suffering from Alzheimer's, the disease caused her to become more isolated and angry.
I have many fond memories of my grandmother, who I call Lala. She was always a walk away to go watch old black and white movies, drink Coke floats, or just talk. My Lala was a fashionista, a true Southern belle. Lala slowly forgot those around her and eventually her family. But the true parts of Lala never left.
The wall will stay open tomorrow for people to read or contribute. Founder of Hogs Ends All, Micah Huckabee, says the organization hopes to keep the written notes and bring the event back next year. The goal of this wall isn't to separate people, instead, it's to bring them closer together. Reporting live for UATV, I'm Drew Smith. And meant to recognize, yes, you guessed it, women. She, a festival of women in music, kicks off tonight with an event called In Collaboration, a collage concert featuring UA music faculty. By putting on performances of Western art and contemporary music, lectures, and a one-woman play, the festival will try to highlight many women who make great strides in the industry without receiving much credit.
Over time, women have played a big role in music, but they were unsung heroes. Mozart's sister, Fanny Mendelssohn, Amy Beach are not household names, but they were important women.
You can hear more music, like the piece you just heard by Christine Bruckner, during the festival. That includes some songs that will debut in the Northwest Arkansas area and a world premiere of the piece, Mother Earth in Mohawk, on March 29th. On Thursday, world-renowned flautist Susan Milan will lecture on her experience being the first woman to hold a principal role at the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. Then on Friday at 7:30, she'll perform here at the Jim and Joyce Faulkner Performing Arts Center. Reporting live for UATV, I'm Drew Smith.